Ooh, yeah, we had a little run there. It was nice. It was fun. We when we made the turn, I told Charles and we were going to have to probably either birdie out or at least make 8 out of 9 on the back nine to have a chance. Um, there were just too many groups that were either tied with us or ahead of us, um, and we got on a nice heater. And as you said, we made 11 in a row. And in that on the last hole, we knew on the tee box that we needed 3 to probably get into a playoff or at least make it interesting for the dailies back there. And unfortunately, we didn't chip in, and then we didn't make the putts either. So, but it was fun, man. The goal this week, 2 things: 1, to have fun, and 2, no bogeys, and we accomplished both.
If you and Charlie would have won, where would this win rank for you?
Well, it would had a special meaning in my heart for sure. There's no doubt about it, and it still does. I mean, just the fact that I'm able to have this opportunity this year. Even a couple weeks ago, we didn't really know whether or not I'd be doing this, but here we are, and we had the best time ever. And he and I out there. I just wish that, like I told you guys yesterday, I wish I could have walked down the fairways with him and been side by side with him the entire time, like we were last year. But I did what I could. So I was out there fetching Cooch's ball, Cam's ball, my ball, and I was the ball collector and moving balls around.
What'd you think of Charlie's clutch play, especially down the stretch? And also, what are the putting contests like with you guys after what we saw last couple of days? It must be pretty good.
No, we always have good contests at home, and everything we do is competitive. It doesn't matter if it's a putting contest, golf, or whether it's playing cards or anything like that. It's always a competition, and that's how I was raised. And our whole family is very, very, very competitive, and we don't like losing. And so, yeah, it was fun. The whole day was a blast, and this whole tournament was a blast.
Tiger, did you think you got better as you went this week? You personally, your swing, your game, and was adrenaline helping you much today at all in terms of maybe masking the pain?
I wouldn't say better. I think I had a better sense of my feel, of what I could do, those shots I could hit. If you notice out there, I didn't really play a whole lot of draws, and if I did, they were all short irons. Most of them were just hot cuts or slappy cuts up there. Something out there that's. And the hardest part for me was that what I saw distance-wise and when I felt at my last look, like I always play by my hands, and my last look, it didn't match up a lot of times. I was short. And then a few times I actually hit it solid, and then I smoked it over a couple of greens. So I've got some work ahead of me.
Tiger, you talk about having work ahead of you, but getting back to it and having some of that competitive juice flowing again. Was it what you expected it would be like when you were able to get back out there?
No, well, the competitive juices they're never going to go away. This is my environment. This is what I've done my entire life. I'm just so thankful to be able to have this opportunity to do it again. Earlier this year was not a very good start to the year, and it didn't look very good. But the last few weeks, the push as hard as we have the last 7 months, with taking no days off and just working our butts off each and every day, and to have this opportunity to be able to play with my son and to have these memories, for us, both of us, for a lifetime, it's worth all the pain.
As long as I've covered you, though, I've known that, I've seen in you something that's different than other people. And I know, we've talked about it before, once you had one of those good shots, is it different for you now than it was before because some of that was almost taken away?
It's, I'm probably, there's two different moments, because obviously when I had my back fusion, I didn't know if I could ever be out here again and do it. This was a totally different deal. And this is whether or not I would have a prosthetic or not, and I don't. So I'm very lucky and very thankful to all the surgeons and the nurses that have helped me along the line, all my physios. They've pushed me, they've worked on me, and even on my hard dog days, to get my butt in the gym sometimes, and just on the days I don't want to do it, and just to keep pushing me, to keep going. And then there are days when they got to put the reins on me because I want to go, and I get the competitive juices going, just like I do on a golf course. And I want to hit certain shots, and Charlie was out there telling me a couple times, yesterday and today, "Hey, Dad, don't hit that shot. And you know what that does?" I said, "You worry about your own game, And so the banter back and forth, that's what I miss this entire year. I miss being out there with him and going out to Medalist and playing golf and doing all those things. And now that I'll have this opportunity going forward again. I'm just so thankful.
Right, just a couple more thoughts.
On the note of opportunity, from what you've done in your career, your legacy is set. You've changed the game. With what you've been through this year with your body and what you will have to continue to go through to get back, simply what is motivating you to return?
I like competing, and as I told you guys in the Bahamas, I'm not going to play a full schedule ever again. I'm going to have to pick and choose what events, and even then, my body might not cooperate with that. And so I don't know how many events I'm going to be playing, and it's going to be up to training sessions, practice sessions, the recovery tactics, all those different things to be able to do it. As I said, I have a better perspective on it now, and just so thankful to be able to do this again, because it didn't look good there for a little bit.
Finally, Cooch said that, forget the walking, but your swing and your game is PGA Tour ready right now. He emphatically said yes. So you don't agree with that?
No, I totally disagree. No, I'm not at that level. I can't compete against these guys right now. No, it's going to take a lot of work to get where I can feel like I can compete against these guys and be at a high level.
We appreciate you being
You
here
got
this
it.
week.
Thanks.